Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. So Wake Forest kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. From the gun, the running back has it. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Crease. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
It's so hard as a quarterback on 3rd downs when you're getting blitzed and you know you're going to take a shot right in the face as you let this football go, but you still got to stay in there and you've got to deliver it accurately. That's a tough play by the quarterback, but it pays off. They get the 1st down. Offense stays on the field.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. On the option. Now the pitch. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Martin back to pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Got a little grass. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Freeman. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the gun, the ground game. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason, and injury this early in the year. Now on second down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Martin will throw it. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running inside. It's Wiggins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Demon Deacons peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Lopez wants to fire. Safe completion on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Demon Deacons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's Lopez to throw. Dangerous screen into traffic. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
The play fake, Gio Lopez. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Lopez. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's the way you start a game, man. How about this QB? 5 for 5. That touchdown right there was his 5th attempt, his 5th completion. In complete command, understanding what the defense is trying to do, and executing it flawlessly.
Was the defense even on the field for that drive? I mean, it looked like routes against air. I mean, they were up and down the field. Receivers, tight ends, running backs, quarterback, all in sync with each other. That was about as good as a passing game can look, and they're certainly hoping that keeps up for the rest of the game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense has it, they're on the move. Off to the races to the right. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Wake.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Wake Forest, 13. Fresno State, 7.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Martin back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. This offense has it with really good field position. Takes the handoff. It's Wiggins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lopez. Escapes the pressure to his right. That pass is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive.
There's some room. Picks up the 1st down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The play fake, Lopez. Here's a heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Martin will throw it. They're setting up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Got his man downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers at 2nd and 13. A strike downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And he'll be brought down, and he has them set up with a 1st and goal as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Lopez. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Lopez fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead up to 5 in the 2nd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Here's Lopez to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wake.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give out of the gun. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the back. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffaloes, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I don't think defensively you understand, like the run.
He's got it along the sideline. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Throwing, Lopez. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Lopez, play action. Here comes the heat. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Demon Deacons are flying down the field. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. With the catch, it's Wiggins. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. The play fake, Gio Lopez finds his big tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Demon Deacons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Buying some time. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Number 9, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He just carries it face-long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on 3rd down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
Martin back to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lopez throws to the tight end. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run inside. It's Wiggins. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
Fresno State, 14. Number 9, set to kick this one off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Martin will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake. But here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the red zone, it's Wiggins. And they get the third down stop. What a play by this defense. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example sometimes the harder you try, the worse it... And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Working that left side now. Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab down the middle. He's loose down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top things off by getting out of bad field position in a hurry. A 90-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll move the wide receiver. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go play action with Lopez. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. And maybe that fumble recovery becomes the first step in a miracle rally. Martin back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point is good, finds his rhythm after shanking a couple. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Ryan, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't pick up a lot there, but he does get out of bounds, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Third and 6 yards to go. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Trying to run, it's Wiggins. Maybe some room here. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season.